everybody. Welcome in to this week's episode of the DNVR Rapids podcast. It's presented by Vodka TV. I'm your host, Mitchell Carroll, and I'm joined, of course, by super producer Yahya on the ones and twos. Yahya, good to see you, buddy.
Yo, 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 yo. Can you guys hear me? I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah?
I can see me, though. I look gorgeous.
There it is.
Hey.
There it is.
Heyo.
And joined by our very special guest, the guy I kick it with in the press box at the Dick. It is Brendan Ploen of the Denver Post. Welcome in.
Thanks so much for having me, Mitchell.
Dude,
Really
this is great.
appreciate it.
I'm
Happy to be here.
Yeah,
this
you
is
better
great.
Thank me, Brendan.
We're continuing our Rapids media tour by inviting the homie Brendan in. We got a nice little show lined up today, guys. We're going to dig into a little bit about Brendan and his coverage of soccer in the state. We're going to talk about soccer in Colorado at large because it's a pretty sweet time right now. And we're going to do a little game called the Panic Meter, which I'm sure is going to get a little spicy. And then, you know, we might talk a little U.S. Open Cup. We might talk some Charlotte match. Who knows? We got all sorts of stuff lined up.
Let's do it.
So, Brendan, you're with the Denver Post.
Yes, sir.
What I know about you is we both spent some time in the great city of Durango, Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you're a Marquette guy.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And you're from Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what did I miss? What's in there? So,
Well,
you studied, or you classic journalism major?
classic journalism,
Love
digital media background.
Okay.
At Marquette, covered everything from track and field, college hoops, college soccer.
Oh, yeah.
You name it.
Love it.
And then, you know, I graduated in 2018.
Okay.
And so that, you know, World Cup year. But I was
Perfect.
still working at the time at the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel as an agate clerk guy. So doing the box scores
Oh, the
and
agate.
all that stuff.
The agate, it's brutal.
Oh, it's brutal. But it is important, I will say.
Absolutely.
So much stats and knowledge are just like, why do I know this? Oh, yeah.
It's dumb that I know what a good high school 110-meter hurdle time is, but I do because of the agate.
Exactly. It matters. Somebody loves to read it.
Yeah.
But so that summer I was applying for jobs and was like, all right, there's this opening, and one of my friends, she told me about an opening in Durango, and at first I'm like, is that so Texas? No.
Nope.
No. Colorado. I'm like, all right, interested. And it immediately piqued my interest. I'm like,
what an opportunity.
Can move there in a heartbeat, and took it without a doubt. Best thing I've done.
And you were at the Durango Herald doing sports?
Doing sports at the Durango Herald.
Wow, the classic Baywood Durango High School matchup.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Classic.
Ignacio.
Bayfield. Oh, my God. I can't believe it's like Baywood.
Bayfield, Ignacio, Durango.
Pagosa.
Cortez, Pagosa.
Oh, yeah.
The whole southwest corner. And that was great 2 years there. Had a great editor, John Livingston. Just helped me so much and just get adjusted to, like, you know, normal daily beat journalism, and it was living the dream. I was there for 2 years. Then lovely pandemic happened, and, you know, eventually it was time for me to move on. I'm like, okay, got to move up to Denver.
Perfect.
Because my cousin's here, got some, you know, every time I've been up here, I've loved it. Oh my God. Such, you know, I'm a city kid at heart. So while Durango was a great college town spot, phenomenal spot for a first job out of school, I'm like, okay, you know, ideally I'd like to be back in a metro area. And so, I moved up here August of 2020 and started doing preps for the Post, and
awesome.
Evolved from there.
Yeah, so actually that's, you know, I was in Durango in 2008-9. I did my freshman year at Fort Lewis before moving out to California.
Yeah.
And I actually was also covered preps for the San Luis Obispo Tribune out in California, doing high school football, water polo, you name it, soccer, basketball, all that.
What was the weird sport that you covered that you never thought you'd cover? For me, it was cycling.
I never did cycling. I did a triathlon story because no one else could do it.
Right.
But I mean,
Durango,
it's not that complicated. It's running.
Exactly.
Or no, it's biking, swimming, running. Mm-hmm. Or is it swimming, biking, running? Swimming, biking, running. Yeah. Shows you how much I learned about the triathlon.
Are you sure anybody can do it?
Yeah. I mean, it's just not that complicated. I didn't say I mean, I can't do a triathlon.
I can't do a triathlon.
There's no
I
chance.
don't know if I could do a triathlon.
I don't think I can walk around the block without like losing air, man. I'm being honest.
Need a smoke break.
Right.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. So now, so you were doing preps when you got here, and then
Yeah. And then
Rapids sort of just recently
evolved.
happened. Or?
Yeah. I mean, I've always loved soccer. Soccer's been like my lifelong sport.
Sport of kings, baby.
Yeah. I mean, how it all started was like, back in the day, I would get up super early to watch SportsCenter when I was really little.
Yeah.
And one day, it was the 2002 World Cup. And that was like, I was like, wait, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, I had just started playing soccer last year, or like last year, and when I was I was very little.
Yeah.
But and then all of a sudden it was on TV early in the morning. I'm like, wait, what? It combined everything that I loved. The fact that it was like World Cup, countries, flags, people coming together, community. And I was like, what? This is it. So from then on, 2002, hooked.
All soccer all the time.
Yep.
Do you have a club team outside of the Rapids that you support? Doesn't have to be MLS, whoever it is.
Honestly, I do love Liverpool.
Yeah,
I know, Mitchell. I know.
What a rough week to have a Liverpool guy on, man. I can't believe it.
Not the worst week in the world for me. That's
terrible week for your boy.
terrible week for you.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Ooh,
rough.
man, Mitchell.
Rough. Check out Cowboy Yahya. Get him on the screen. Oh, I love it. Jesus.
Love
Man,
it.
Liverpool. Okay, I mean, I get it, obviously.
No, like, I don't know. I fell in love with Liverpool probably
Joseph, be quiet. Don't ask
the
me.
early days of the Brendan Rodgers era. Because, like, not only was I don't know, Raj, he was like, how many people do we know with my exact name? And then he's coaching, the team that I'm like, all right, Anfield looks sweet.
Anfield's, I mean, I'll give it up for Anfield.
It's
no theater of dreams, but it's pretty cool.
I don't know, man.
It's no theater of dreams, but
real quick, shout out Slasha. He's a DNVR follower every sport. He looks by
hell
Munich.
yeah.
Hey-o.
I got love for the Bundesliga, man. I respect it. I love the Bundesliga. I'm a Schalke guy too, so
fun.
I mean,
it's okay. The thing that I love
also
about
Veltins,
the
man.
Bundesliga,
Look, Veltins is a dope ass arena too.
Yeah.
They got the mine shaft coming down that the players walk out the tunnel in. Pretty
sweet.
sweet.
About the Bundesliga, it's so balanced all the time.
It's balanced, and the fans are insane.
I love it.
It is the rowdiest fan culture.
Okay, the thing is, like,
of the majors.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the properties that ESPN has actually put money into, like the Bundesliga, like La Liga, like, all right, I get why they did it, and it was a really smart move. Like,
totally,
come on.
And so you probably grew up, I assume, a Fire supporter, right?
Yeah.
They get any Fire
games.
Then they're playing Soldier, right?
When they were playing at Soldier, I never made it down to Bridgeview because for me, like, I mean, I was in the northwest suburbs, and Bridgeview is like way south.
Right.
Not close to the city, just hard to get to. So I never even made it to Bridgeview. Never. So I always went to games at Soldier Field, though. So, like, what was it? The Gold Cup final in 15, 16 for the U.S. It was a Gold Cup year, and the finals were held in Chicago when they beat Panama.
Although the Gold Cup's hard to track for me. I don't know why.
I don't know, but that was
timeline-wise. I'm sure Joseph will comment with what it is.
Right. He's always on the now. But it was like, what, 2016?
Sure.
Maybe? I don't know.
Sure.
Went to a couple Fire games when they were still playing at Soldier back then.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yep. So MLS has always been, I've always paid attention to that as well. So
cool, man. That's awesome. Well, we're glad to have you. I think Rapids fans are lucky to have you. Denver Post subscribers are lucky to have you.
Oh yeah.
And
thanks for reading, guys.
I really do love Brendan's work.
Any story that ever I'm like, bless up.
Yeah, seriously.
Thank
you. For
and
the
also
views.
DNVR, like, shoot, we can't, like, how would we cover the PIDs without y'all? Everybody's crushing it here. You know what I mean? Like,
thank you. That's very kind of you. We're trying to get in there, fit in where get in where we fit in.
Everybody's got room at the table. There's enough room for everybody, especially.
And
when
we're trying to make the table
coverage.
figuratively and also kind of literally.
Right?
We do have a table, but we're trying. That's why you're on. That's why we get Dev on, who's over here at the bar.
Yeah.
Why we get Joseph and why we get Matt, why we get everybody in here.
Exactly.
Is there is a lot of room and a lot of people that want to analyze and cover and talk about the PIDs. So,
And then also real quick, talking about Joseph, he's no longer invited to the pod.
because he
After
brought up the knockout stage performance in
brought out-
2002.
Yep,
Oh.
that was the one that hurt up the most.
Oh.
You can look at the comments right here where
Okay.
Joseph
Yeah,
is
yeah.
just
I mean,
talking.
you were like 4.
It doesn't matter how old I was. It still hurts. I'm still hurt from the 1994 World Cup, and I wasn't even alive.
I was gonna say, yeah,
Right.
geez. Yeah, no, any loss is a tough loss. Yeah, man, brutal. Well, this World Cup's coming up, and it's gonna be fun as hell.
Oh my gosh.
We'll definitely have you over. We'll be doing some watch parties and some. I believe every U.S. national team game is set to kick off at noon Mountain time, so we will
It's
be.
a really good TV.
So we will be having a lot of fun down here at the DNVR bar. Make sure you guys come out and check out those games. I know Dev will be here for sure.
I'll be here.
We will all be here partying.
Yeah.
It's gonna be popping for sure. Okay, we're gonna dig into some Charlotte talk, but first, I want to talk to you guys about Ivaka TV and how it can solve all your problems. If all of your problems consist of one problem, and that is not having altitude on your television. Because imagine this: you've been watching DNVR Rapids on YouTube, and you love our show so much, but you've never seen a Rapids game, and you're like, you know what? Saturday, I'm gonna watch Charlotte lose to the Rapids, and you're so excited, and you go to your TV, and you go look, and you just keep looking, and you keep looking, and there's no altitude. So what do? You get Ivaka TV. Totally new approach to TV programming delivery that is less expensive, easy to watch, and offers a superior picture. Services include Altitude Sports, AT&T Sportsnet, Catch the Rocks, Hot as Hell Rocks, and other national channels. Ivaka TV is growing constantly, adding new channels to their lineup. Service is now available in Denver and Colorado Springs. Easily the most important thing is they have altitude. I cannot say that enough. They carry Altitude TV. You will get Nuggets playoffs. You will get Avs playoffs. You'll get Rapids and Mammoth. And you'll get DU and some Rams stuff. Mm-hmm. And you can watch the Rockies too. So get all of that. How do you sign up for them? You go to ivaka.tv/DNVR. Use the promo code DNVR and you'll get $10 off your first 3 months. That's only $15 per month. The first 3 months plus the receiver. No contracts, no hidden fees, and the best part is you get to watch the Rapids. So make sure you sign up for that. And thank you, Ivaka, for sponsoring the DNVR podcast. All right, this week we have Charlotte FC coming to town, fresh off a win last night in their U.S. Open Cup in Greenville. Yeah, whatever.
South Carolina.
Whatever.
They're all
North-
green. It doesn't
Whatever.
matter.
Wow, Logan. Shout out Logan, man. That was a perfect sponsor read. You're the best, Logan. We love you. Shout out Logan, man.
Yeah, Logan's a real one.
Follow Logan on Twitter. He's the man. Okay, yeah, Charlotte. They're coming from Greenville, South Carolina.
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah,
is what
they
I
had a
meant when I said that. I was saying
Carolina
not Greensboro.
Derby
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
Open
yeah.
Cup.
Yeah, exactly. They won.
Yeah, but problem, they went to extra time.
They went to extra time. So they played 120 minutes last night. They are flying today or last night. Do you know when they got in?
I believe they might have left like after the game.
So they left after the game and they're flying to Denver to play at altitude.
Yeah.
That seems like a problem because we've seen a South team come up in Atlanta, and the game plan was run them into the dirt.
Yep. That's exactly what.
And that was off a week rest for Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
And they never really had a chance in that game. We
No.
were there. We were hanging out. Wait, was that the game you missed?
No, that was.
You were there. You were there. You were there. That was home. Yeah.
I wasn't able to make the SKC game.
Oh,
but
that was fun.
The home opener, of course, I was.
Yeah,
there.
of course,
Come
of
on.
course, of course. I couldn't remember. They
No,
all
it's
run together.
good.
They
I
all
know,
run together.
Right.
And so I think that has to. I think it's double down on that game plan, right?
100%.
Run some more. Long ball.
Also, we got to talk about set piece execution because
Oh God.
this week, I mean, the Rapids have scored 2 goals indirectly off of set pieces, but not a direct.
They have
goal
not actually
yet.
finished a set piece as intended.
directly. Like they've got.
I mean, I guess
two-
intended is
yeah,
goal, so
right,
yeah,
right,
okay.
right.
But, yeah,
Just
semantics.
So what was it? Shoot, why can't I think of the stat now? I had it, but it was like there's been 22 corners, and I want to say, I don't know, more than double that for free kicks, and it's just like, all right, they've had good looks. They've last week Rubio hit the crossbar, like
great looks.
Yeah, and it just has not been able to go in. So I feel like this is going to be the week. Also, at this point last year, Jack Price had 2 assists. You know,
He has none right now.
No official assists from set pieces. Indirectly, yeah, but like
Still on camera.
it doesn't really count on the stats book. So this is the week where I'm like, okay, thinking about what Charlotte had to go through. The Rapids didn't have an Open Cup game. They didn't have to go 120 minutes.
You have a great.
They had to put on a bunch
Yep.
of like either bench players / starters for the extra period just to get past a very pesky Greenville side. By the way, that was a phenomenal atmosphere. I watched that one. That was a really good game. Well done to Greenville.
Yeah,
Thanks for
You're
tiring
not
them out.
Greensboro, and we love you for it.
They're the Triumph. They're the Triumph.
That's a great club name.
I know. It's a USL League One team.
Triumph.
I know. Got some really creative.
I'm picturing that
But-
F every team soccer Twitter
Right.
bot.
No, but like. Right? Oh my God. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, Charlotte's they're dead tired.
They
right?
gotta be.
They're at altitude. I mean, sure, because it's Charlotte an expansion team, they're gonna come out swinging because they think, yes, we can beat everybody in the league. We've got nothing to lose, so we're gonna go all out. But that's where I think the midweek Open Cup game and the altitude will ultimately impact them. And I really do think it will be a big difference, specifically when it comes to set pieces. Like, they've been working on them all week, Colorado.
They have
Price
the
has
best set
been...
piece taker in the
Yeah,
league. They have the best
exactly.
set piece
Exactly.
Coach in the
Price-
league. They have some athletic, giant defenders
Yeah.
and midfielders to put a head on it.
Yep. I think this is going to be the week where Colorado will get at least a set piece goal.
Okay, I like shooting your shot. I love shooting our shot on these. So who gets it? Is it a corner or a free kick?
Oh, man.
This is important.
I feel like it's going to be a free kick,
Okay, from where?
right side.
Right side.
Like, I don't know, 35 yards
Love
out.
it. Love it. Just outside the box in the
Yeah,
corner. Yep.
yeah.
I do gotta say that I love that Brandon is going very, very detailed.
This is good.
35
I don't
yards.
know.
No.
35
No,
This is
I'm not making
important.
fun of you. I'm not
But
making
not like a chuck it and hope somebody gets a head
No.
on it. Where it's like, but also not one where Jack Price would try and like necessarily try and dink it over the wall. Like, it has to be a long of enough distance for him to get enough bend on it so somebody can get their heads on it.
Yeah, of course.
And I think the person who it will be a heading goal. There
Okay.
we go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Mac.
Oh,
Mark
we love
Anthony
it.
Kay.
We love it. We love a Mac goal around these parts.
Yeah.
Love a Mac goal.
That's very interesting.
Very niche, very detailed, but I don't know. Why
I know.
not?
I love that, dude.
Why not?
I do love that you got so detailed.
A maple goal is great for us.
Yeah, especially because like
Love it.
when you said who's gonna score, I thought it was gonna be like, oh yeah, Mac from the header from Price. I love that you went into the yards. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
that you I love that sort of
No,
stuff.
I think he's got to
I
be
think-
far enough away to get enough of the.
Honestly, I mean, I would love to see that. I think
Cross
you
in.
can. I think you could bet on a set piece goal every game, even if there hasn't been the results going backwards. I think you can always bet
true.
that going forwards with this club.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it's going to be a Lucas and Rosenberry field day on crossing.
Ooh.
On
Keegan's.
who knows, man? Who knows who's going to get it? Max. Max would be sick. I mean, honestly, but I think Keegan and Lucas are just going to be eating those outsides. They're going to be running there. It's a field day. For
I
them.
like the Keegan choice because he's been on a tear recently.
He wants a goal so bad.
We
So
want to go for
bad.
Keegan
You
really
can see
bad,
it.
and we want to go for Keegan. Keegan's
We're
one of our
a
guys.
big Keegan podcast over here.
What was it? Let's see. I guess heading into last game, it was Lucas had an assist entering. I think it was like 3 out of the last 4 games.
Yep,
Maybe.
yep.
And I don't think last week the assist technically counted because Rubio had to dribble around the goalkeeper.
Right.
So that was chalked off. But, yeah, Lucas is another strong bet just because of how strong he's been. So I like that.
Yeah, I mean, he's due for a goal. I think he'll probably be more likely to get an assist, but, whatever. Anything Keegan does, we like. We're pro Keegan over here. Yeah, I mean, look, here's where it is, and I think this is what it comes down to. This is a put up or shut up kind of game.
Mm-hmm.
You have a tired Charlotte team who is absolutely nowhere close to the talent level, on the road, tired, at altitude with Arrested Rapids, who have not had a good game in, I don't know,
4 games.
4
at
games.
least. Yeah, 4 games.
And it's time now to
my
win.
Bad. My bad.
Yeah. So we're gonna, I always predict a Rapids win somehow, but I mean it's 3 points or nothing.
Last week, Mitchell, you called it a get right game, right?
Yeah. And they got smoked.
It was. I mean, it had all the opportunities of being a get right game.
It should have been a get right game.
Yeah. I mean,
it should, and I'm still convinced of that. I still don't think Minnesota is that much better than Rapids because the
No.
Rapids played better most of the game.
yeah.
Well, like that's been the whole thing that we talked about.
Yeah.
Process over results.
Exactly.
And they've been getting the process right. Now they need to get the results because they were the better team for the last 3 games.
Right.
They were outplayed Ross Salt
the
Lake.
Dallas game,
They
man.
outplayed Dallas.
Oh, my
And they've
gosh.
outplayed Minnesota.
Oh, yeah?
They just haven't come out with the points they need.
Agreed.
Yeah,
So
and
that's
it's a rough
the
slide,
big,
and
yeah, of course, like that's the thing that's really getting to us more. Like recency bias that we keep seeing them lose but they keep playing great.
Yeah.
they're 3 points off the playoffs.
It's
while they're
still
not,
early days. Like,
right? It is very early, but you're also 8 points clear top. So if you want to have a season like last season, there's not a lot more opportunity to drop. Like you're going to drop points because the season doesn't end until October. But like,
yeah.
if Charlotte comes to town on short rest, you cannot drop points in this game. Like,
No,
if you have
no,
any
you have to
thought
get
of a home playoff game this season, it needs to be 3 points this weekend.
Right.
And Yahya teased it with the graphic, but this is what we're going to talk about right now, man.
Yeah.
It's time? Is it time to panic? Yahya has some questions for us.
Let's think about the leaders though in this group. Like last week, it was Drew Moore who came on for an injured Danny Wilson. He was okay. Like Jack Price,
he was fine.
I think Jack Price has to just naturally do his thing, and they'll be all right.
I have been a proponent of this 5-2-3 kind of amorphous blob of attacking and runs and crosses and defense. I wonder if they need a third third midfielder in there.
All right.
My thing is
I can see that.
kind of going back to what Brendan was saying too, because I do agree they might need a third midfielder, but I think, how you said, leaders. They need a more outspoken leader too, somebody that's gonna get into guys' faces.
Right.
I think they're kind of missing that a little bit too.
Well, I don't know. So I talked to Jack Price yesterday at training, and I brought up an early moment in his career when, at the time, Wolves were in the championship. They had lost 4 or 5 in a row on the jump before they were making that promotion challenge. It was a season or 2 before then. And what happened when they lost 5 in a row? Everybody was kind of, getting after one another and nitpicking each other. And it was Jack came in and it was no, he happened to be the guy who's rejuvenated the team in a natural way. And I asked him yesterday about that experience, and he was no, the difference is we acknowledge where we're at. We just get on with it. This group knows how to acknowledge where they've fallen short, but accept that they have more than enough quality and they have enough talent to not let each other's heads drop. And Jack Price, he's early into his captaincy, right? Thinking about that, he's 29.
Yeah, I mean, you think of him as the elder statesman, and he's really. I mean, I think he's the 6th oldest player on the team or something like that.
It's an early test for him, but he's no, I just feel this group has so much. I don't know, just that oomph to get over the line and be all right, it's an early season storm. We can ride it out, and like Jack and the leaders and the elder guys who have been with the team, like they know it's just a cycle. Like it's just one of those cycles for soccer. It's like they aren't in a good spell right now, but in 2 games, if they beat, Charlotte this week, Portland next week,
3 points.
It's
from
a different
Portland,
story
man.
entirely.
Yo, 3 points from Portland. I mean, I'm not trying to get ahead of ourselves, but if they get 6 out of these next 2, if they take 6 from 6, it's we're gonna retire the panic meter game for a long time, for sure.
All right.
Because that will right the ship, and we talked about this on the post game. If you caught it, sorry, I'll be repeating myself here, but
that was a good post gamer.
Soccer is viewed in the aggregate like a lot of sports, right? I think almost all sports except for football, American football, have to be viewed in the aggregate. And when you look at what the Rapids are doing, they're dominating games. They're giving themselves a lot of chances to score.
Mm-hmm.
They are pretty sound defensively, barring a few big mistakes. But good habits breed good results.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a team that trains well, has great coaching, has great leaders in the locker room. That said, come away with 0 points against Charlotte this weekend, and I kind of am going to throw everything I just said right out the window, and it's panic time.
Meter.
So
is it time?
It's time.
Are we
panic
doing
meter
it,
time. Yeah, hit it.
All right. Wait. Calm down.
I can't calm down. I'm so excited for panic meter, dude. There it is.
There's our
The
game
panic
of the day.
meter.
That is a phenomenal graphic.
We need to
is
see.
the graphic champion, man.
Are you happy, Fraser? Are you okay, Fraser? Are you thinking about life, Fraser? Or are you, where the hell is my Starbucks coffee, Fraser?
Fiery with glasses, Fraser.
So we got 4 Frasers to choose from.
Okay.
And I will let you guys, and I'll give you a few questions.
Okay.
Let you guys tell me where you guys are at.
Perfect.
First off, I want to start off on the injury front.
Okay.
We've had a few injuries on the Rapids.
Yep.
What's your panic meter on that?
We got
So it's Galvin, Wilson.
Yeah. I mean,
Estevez
out for the year.
No, yeah. Well, just in general, because like Lucas Estevez also had a hamstring that he had to deal with. We had Danny Wilson hamstring that he had to deal with.
I'm probably happy. I'm not too worried. Injuries are part of every season.
Right.
It's green for me.
I don't know. For me, it's the fact that it happened early.
Yeah.
I'd say. What was it? Yellow?
That
Middle
was.
road?
Here, I'll show you real quick so you can tell me which.
Yeah.
Well, tell me where it hurts and how much it hurts.
Yellow. Yeah. I'm yellow. It's. You really miss guys like Galvan and
Yeah, of course.
I don't know, man. It's just like
And you worry about, Keita not being able to develop with Rapids 2 and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. Until we lose Price or Rubio or, Mac for an extended time, I'm.
But think about last year.
cool.
I don't know. Yeah, Galvan was so creative last year.
Yeah.
Like that is a big loss up top. But
for sure.
but yeah, they do definitely have the pieces to get past it. So.
Yeah, and I can agree with Brandon.
I'm a yellow on that.
Yeah, I'm a yellow.
Not a full green, but yeah.
That makes sense. I'm a yellow too, where you're just kind of like, oh yeah, that's not cool, but I'm also not happy about it. I'm like, it's cool, like.
Yeah, no, green. I'm good. It's fine.
All right.
Injuries happen.
Yeah.
The other one I want to talk about is Jonathan Lewis's
Okay.
drought right now without assist and a goal.
Is it?
I think it's like 2-3 games. It's not that much.
Okay.
Yaya is such an anti
let's say this.
Lewis agenda over here.
Let's not say Jonathan Lewis drought, because I don't think it's a drought. It's
Sure.
more form. His form.
He has been hot and cold. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yaya thinks he's like the freaking Arctic Circle.
Yeah. What's your panic meter on that? Like, are you panicking about his like up and down form?
I think if as long as he gets an assist like this weekend, I'm willing to move him honestly to the green. Like, I'm really not that worried. Like,
Okay.
I feel like he does when he's on. Like, he just finds those channels and makes those brilliant runs. And yeah, like last week, okay, to be fair, he did have that missed opportunity against Minnesota when he shot straight into the keeper.
Oh.
Great chance. But like, I feel
hurt.
like in almost any other week, he finished that off. I mean, I'm not too worried about Jonathan Lewis.
Look, here's the thing about Lewis. I think he is a guy that when you have a physical advantage like his speed, there's not a lot of defenders that'll keep up with him.
Yeah.
And this is the perfect game for him to break that form drought because he will be able to run right around the hour mark. You will see him sprinting past people.
Yeah.
That being said, if it doesn't continue, there's so many options. That means Andre can play. That means Max can play. So I don't know if I would personally panic because of the options. Like if it got bad, you can just, there's no real panic because of the good options sitting there. I guess that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Okay.
The way that he naturally finds space and he's able to make those runs and just blow past defenders. It's about the final, final either assist, potential assist, or just, I don't know, getting a better shot on frame.
Sure.
It's all there. And that's what I'm not concerned about. He's just one of those guys where it's like, yeah, when as long as he gets one, like I feel like he can get a few in bunches.
Goal this weekend.
Ooh.
See, and the thing is, I'm not panicked about. I'm not
off of
panicked.
Lucas assist. There you go.
I'm not panicked.
No, Keegan assist. Keegan
that
assist.
makes sense.
Okay.
Keegan.
I'm not panicked at all on Lewis. I just think he's being misplayed.
Yeah,
I think
you're
he's
right.
a super sub because when last time he came in for Max, loved how he played.
Okay.
Perfect. I thought that's exactly who he is. Everybody's tired, just run. But that's my thing. He's being misplayed but I'm not worried at all. He's just being misplayed. So, all right. Next panic meter is converting goals. How panicked are you that the Rapids are not converting goals?
Orange. Almost red. Almost so panicked I have to put my glasses on.
Ooh. I'm torn. It's definitely
Okay, do you know the last time they scored multiple goals?
last year, right? Oh wait, no, the home opener.
Well, it was the KC game. So the second and third games of the season
Okay. But
were
since
the
then,
two
it's,
games they have
what,
scored
4
multiple
straight?
goals this year.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, at least it's not Minnesota where it was like 7 in a row, and last
Sure.
week was the first time.
Sure.
Like they've
It's not
proven
good,
they
though.
can do it.
Of course they can. I mean, they're a soccer team. They can score goals. They just seem to refuse to score more than one in any game.
Okay. I'm like directly between the yellow and the orange.
Okay, so
like
you're getting there.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely.
This is the Fraser I'm at. Pulling the glasses out, ready to put them on, panicked.
But
not quite on.
What you got? Why are you so
Because they
iffy
just
all of a
don't.
sudden?
Because they don't. I know they can. I sit here every week and I'm like, okay, they're going to break it this week. It's 2-3 goals. They're going to win. And they score one and they blow every chance.
Their expected goal right now is like, I don't know, man. It's crazy good. And it's like,
Yeah, but
how?
but you look at the differential and it's terrible.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
That's the irony. Yeah.
Just score. Just score 2 goals this weekend. I'll be so happy. Just score 2 goals.
I honestly land on the yellow.
Okay.
I'm worried, but not too worried for this one reason.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, I
Like,
like positivity.
where on the
Bring us up.
yellow?
Bring us
Like
up.
right middle in the yellow. Like
Okay.
like I'll right where the arrow's pointing. That's where I'm at.
All right.
Right
A
in
little
his
bit
ear.
closer-
Right
a
in
little-
the ear.
A little bit closer to the beard.
Sure,
But,
sure.
I'm right down the
And
middle.
what a beard it is.
And this is the reason why. The reason I'm not too worried about them is because it's process over result. Again,
Exactly.
we repeat
You're
it.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
No.
You're right. They have. Yep.
And the thing is also, you look at how they're getting there. I always say goals are 70% skill, 30% luck. They've had really bad luck, I think, in some of these goals.
and some great skill.
Yeah,
honestly,
I really think because like Keegan hit the post.
You're right.
6 inches to the left, and that's a goal.
man. And Minnesota's keeper was
Diego
so
hit the
locked
crossbar
in.
and on a set piece. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
He had some wild saves.
So that's what I'm
He
saying.
stood on his head.
Yeah.
It was mad props to Dane St. Clair.
Me and Dev were down there during the Nuggets game, just losing our mind downstairs.
And that's what I'm saying. It's 70% skill. They showed the skill.
Okay,
They
I
need
would
the
be,
luck.
I wouldn't be concerned about like not finishing the chances. I feel like it's the quality of chances that is like more concerning because like they're like a lot of them are just point blank range. Like
That Maximus
last
was
week,
bad.
when
Was
it
that 2
what
weeks
was it,
ago?
the- No.
Oh,
last
man.
week it was like the 70th minute
Yep,
or so
yep,
when
yep.
they had who was it? Shinyashiki saved. Rubio, I think it was saved.
Oh,
it was
man.
like, yeah, okay.
It was
All
like
within-
pull your
all
and like
right
the
around,
Nuggets
like,
game
the
wasn't
penalty
stressful enough. We had
box.
that game going on too.
Yeah.
Next to it on screen.
And I really do think the odds are gonna change. I really do believe.
Yeah.
I think
they're gonna have a
too good.
stretch where it's 3 goals, 4 goals, 3 goals, 4. Like they're gonna
And
have
that's
a
what I'm
month.
saying. Yeah, and
they're
that's
gonna
what
have a
I'm
month
saying.
where it just pours in.
Right.
But right now, it's that mode where it's like, God, will you just put some goals in the put some ball in the goddamn goal?
That's
and
what
get
that's
some
what I
friggin'
was saying earlier about the set pieces. It's like, okay, last year it was how many goals did the team score off of set pieces? It was absurd.
Right.
And this year it's like, okay, the delivery is pretty good.
Yeah.
Some of them are cleared, at the first hurdle, fine. But a lot of them are, more than enough, I don't know, scrambles in the box or something. You'd think it would fall, but it just hasn't so far. So I'd kind of like more concerned about the set pieces and like delivery kind of thing when it versus just not scoring.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. What's the next one?
Next one. How panicked are you at Max not starting that as often as we think he should?
Oh man, okay.
Nah.
I was just talking about process.
Green,
I was just
not
talking about
pan.
process versus results, and I was just talking
Yep.
about how they're doing everything right and not getting the results, but they need to keep doing everything right. And Max hasn't really been in that equation all that much. I don't think he's been that impactful in the minutes he's had.
No. Which is, he's had his moments. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
when did he get the start? 2 games ago against.
yeah, and he did. Look, he had the goal right. in the
The-
CONCACAF Champions game.
the CCL game.
He did have that one that he completely.
Oh, he botched
Right, that's-
2 weeks
that's
ago.
2 weeks ago.
It was
That's the
on
one
that break.
Right.
Wide
And
could
then
not have
last
been
week-
more wide open.
Yeah, last week who started over him? He didn't get the start.
No,
last
he
week.
didn't get the start last week. I think it was Lewis again.
Yeah, it was back to Johnny Lewis.
Yeah.
Man,
So
just keep.
yeah, it's I don't know, man. The thing is I feel like it takes more than a bit of time to adjust to MLS and the style of play because it is way different than Brazil, which is all Jogo Bonito.
Man, I have thrown so much into Max stock that I would like to see it come to fruition, but
It's still early days.
it's still early days. I do think he needs to feature more.
I'm not worried.
I think he
I'm
needs
not
to be
worried.
that
I
60th
think-
minute sub if he's not starting pretty much.
I
every
think
game.
he like is like a late spring kind of bloomer, so to speak.
Okay.
Like early summer, late spring, like that's when he starts to really find his groove.
Look, score goals without him, and I will,
Like, because
and I will
think
be
about-
asking for him
Think
less.
about the weather he's just had to deal with, man. Like
I can't believe he
miserable in
actually scored.
Minnesota.
I can't believe
like,
he scored
I know,
in that
right?
CONCACAF
That
game.
was
Like literally fresh off the plane from Brazil,
right.
and it was 0 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
We were freezing in the
Miserable.
the press box where you can't see the field, so you're outside. It was awful.
I
am a little panicked because they, again, process versus results. You got to
He's a
trust what they're
U22
doing.
guy. They got a 3-year deal with him. Like
I just think if you're not going to score goals, you have a guy with all this talent in the world sitting there who can help that problem.
But like, think about
and he's not even featuring some games.
True, but like think about how much I don't know how tough of a central defender he's or just defensive midfielders he's had to go up
No, you're
against,
right. You're
and he's
right.
just
You're right.
he tries to like overdo it. I feel like where he tries
Yeah.
to do one too many step overs, one too many, just pizzazz, and it's like, all right, Max, just make the simple play, and then boom, then make a run like that,
Absolutely.
Where I feel like, if he can get involved in some real quick 1-2s and be involved that way versus trying to be, maybe a little bit less flashy and more just, I don't know, play his part kind of thing.
Sure.
I feel like that's when he could thrive.
Yeah, you're right.
Because he's got all the aspects. He's got the speed. He's got the technical abilities. It's
right.
just about,
you talked me down to green. I'm fine. We're good.
It's green.
It's green.
It's completely
Okay.
green. Yeah.
We're good. We're fine.
I know. We all love Max. We all want
any
to see
other,
him
We got two
get back
more.
on the score,
Two more?
score sheet.
So the next one is the Rapids not being in the playoffs as right now. Are you guys panicking?
Yellow, but barely. Ask me next week and it's orange. If we lose, I'm telling you.
Wait, you're in the yellow?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in the green.
They
I'm
haven't
with
won.
Brandon. I'm with
they
Brandon
haven't-
on this one.
They have not gotten 3 points off a match.
It's like a 30-something game season.
They have-
I'm with Brandon
okay.
all the way around, man. Like, honestly, like, you got to think about, like, it's still a short season. Like, they'll be okay.
You guys, you have to get points. You have to get points.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but think of it this way. Like, let's go to Man U. Look how bad they were. And then they went on this stretch, and now they're fighting for the top 4, right?
No, dude, no.
Yeah,
I'm a little panicked. I said into the yellow. Pull it up. I'll show you where I'm at.
Here, give me a minute.
Yeah, no worries. Okay.
Evan is in the green. He's not panicking.
There we go, Evan. There we go.
So
yeah.
Evan is with
I don't
me
know.
and Brandon on this
Twitter.
one.
Twitter is kind of,
Twitter.
yeah. People just like I don't
like,
know.
at
The
the
questions
very-
that
I'm at
I've
this, like,
received
his-
for the
his
mailbag
mouth.
are just like panic. I'm like, guys, it's so early. It's so early. Like
It's early, but
and
all the points count for the
K,
same amount.
Mark Anthony
3
K.
points in
Yeah.
March count.
Yeah, Mark Anthony K literally said last week in his presser, he's like emphasized the part where it's so early, and
You're
it's
right.
like, hey,
You're right.
yeah. He's like, don't worry, we'll be just fine. Quote.
Show me where it hurts, Mitch.
Like his mouth. Like barely in. Yeah. Like yeah.
I don't know if Fraser would appreciate barely in his mouth.
Barely in his mouth.
So,
Okay, look, this is a family podcast. Yeah.
just saying. Just saying. My last one.
Okay.
What you
If-
got?
How panicked are you about the defense in Austin Trusty? And I'm gonna single out Austin Trusty on this one, but we can do the
Interesting.
whole defense.
That's
Interesting.
fair. Across
Brendan,
the back
you
line.
lead us on this one.
All right. Well, let's see here. Danny has been, on and off with injury.
Mm-hmm.
Lawless has been phenomenal. I feel
I
like
think
he's been
Lawless
rock
has been
solid.
so good.
He's been rock solid. Keegan has been just, really strong.
Lucas, awesome.
Lucas, a left wing back. Like when he needs to get back, yes. But Trusty, I don't know. To be fair, like
Green.
last year he was really good. I don't know what's going on this year. Maybe it's just a little early season dip. I'm not really worried about it. I think he'll find his groove come spring. I definitely feel like he's still 100% focused on this team. Like,
Me too.
is not
Me
in
too.
La La Land with London yet, which might be hard to do.
Yeah.
Considering, how much of a dream move it is. But it's like, he's focused. It's just a little bit of a dip in form. I don't know. I'd
Green,
say
the defense is the backbone. of
I'd
this
say I'm a yellow.
team. Oh.
Where it's like, okay, if he puts in another 2-3 more
Sure.
performances, it's like, okay.
Where are you at, Yaya?
I'm
Because last week did he get beat on a goal or two?
Yeah.
Last week it was like, okay,
It was a rough game.
Yeah, it wasn't the best game, but again, Charlotte, I feel like he can absolutely bounce back.
Yeah, and
like Charlotte, they don't have too many weapons. Where it's like what they've got, Ben Bender, who's like a really strong rookie, and then Swiderski,
Who only has one goal in the season.
yeah,
Swiderski
no, but
has
he's
4.
got a couple assists to
Sure.
his name.
He has 3 assists. But,
Yeah.
But they haven't scored. They scored 8 goals total.
Right.
They're not a goal scoring.
I feel like
I was
feel like
saying
this is gonna be
literally
a
the same
good
thing about
game
Minnesota
for-
1 week ago.
I feel like
To
this,
the-
this
to the
could be a
minute.
really good game for the defense to be like, all right, we are going to lock it down. Like,
Yeah.
think about it. Think about Colorado's home record.
Oh,
19 straight
absolutely.
unbeaten.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, this defense is not going to budge against a up-and-coming Charlotte team who sure, they're off to a solid start. But, I don't know. Like, I feel like, for me, this defense has to prove that it wants to get back to where it was last year.
Yep.
And I feel like this is going to be one of those early season games where it's like, yeah, okay, we're going to find our form again and just get it all together again.
Sure.
Then I do think, Austin can be a big part of that. But, he's been a little bit shaky. But, early season, I think he finds it by the time he moves, for
Okay.
sure.
Yaya, where are you at with it?
I'm on green.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
But I did point out Austin Trusty. I'm on green on the defense. I'm probably yellow, almost orange on Trusty. I just think his performances compared to last year are day and night. and I just don't know how I like that.
Well, look, I'll say this. So right now, Viasia featured, and then he played with Rapids 2. He's going to be getting a lot of minutes with Rapids 2 down at DU.
Yep.
And if
Still has to integrate into the team.
And if Cincy FC subreddit is any indication of how he can fit in, I think it's obviously going to be a step down because Trusty is a Premier League level prospect. Maybe not player at this moment, but like has the chance to make an impact there.
People were super high when he came here.
But Viasia, I think can make a pretty big impact on this team in the second half.
He's another U22 initiative.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they'll have him for 3 years. So they know what they can do.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. Evan says, when I think about our defending, I wonder if we're missing Kellen's ability to minimize space encounters. I mean, Evan, you hit the nail on the head, man.
Really
Kellen,
point.
Kellen is the reason they're playing the 2 midfielders in my mind instead of the 3, because Brian doesn't really have the dynamicism to fill that role. Did you like that? That's a
I actually did love that. I couldn't help myself from laughing. I love that. That was awesome.
But look, it's I think you nailed it. And then I think Jack definitely misses Kellen. Jack is having to cover so much more ground with just him and Kay.
Yeah,
look,
honestly,
that is the hole in this team. Is that it's Jack and Mac. Jack falls back, Mac's up front.
Yep.
It's a big circle, and there's a big hole in the middle, and those guys have to cover a ton of ground. And while I think the formation works when it works, I do think that maybe it's time to start Brian for a game and kind of just have someone there as a steadying force. Not necessarily a dynamic force, not necessarily
I like that.
I mean, a low mistake.
100%. He seems like a really steady kind of player.
I think they just need a true box-to-box.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they need, like a true box-to-box that can go back, covers all... Kellen style.
God,
we almost kill him.
Imagine.
Come back, Acosta.
Kellen,
Please, we love you.
Truly love you. All right, well, that's going to do it for Panic, Peter. Thank you, Yahya, for the amazing graphic. Obviously, we're not really panicked about much.
I ended up...
We're pretty chill.
Yeah, I ended up all on yellow and green.
So,
I
had a little bit of orange I was getting in there, but for the most part, I think things are good, and the process will bear results eventually. Let's touch on really quick. The Rapids draw Minnesota in the U.S. Open Cup for the next round. Any initial thoughts on that?
Ooh, well, all right. How did Rapids 2 do against Minnesota 2?
I actually don't know.
They lost 4-0.
Yep.
4-0.
Yeah. They
got a red card too in that game.
Yeah, right. It was not a good game. But the thing is, with the Open Cup, I don't know. I know the team, they take it seriously. But also, I don't know. It's our national championship. Like, it's the best thing we've got for the most natural kind of tournament we have in soccer in this country.
Yeah.
And I want them to put out a strong lineup for sure. But also,
this is the Max game.
I tweeted out.
I think this is the Max game.
I tweeted it out, the schedule.
Max Viasia.
I don't know if you can pull up my Twitter, but I tweeted it out
Yaya's favorite.
They've got, let's see here, the 7th, they've got San Jose of May in San Jose.
Yep.
The 10th, midweek game in Minnesota. That Saturday, it's home LAFC.
Yep.
And then another midweek game the Wednesday
so
following in
it's like 4 games
Kansas City.
KC.
In like
12 days?
12 days, yeah.
4 games in 12 days.
So understandable
brutal.
That Coach Fraser might put out a bit of a younger lineup.
Some yappy minutes, baby.
It's also the 4th round, and it's also
Ramon, my guy.
Yeah. Exactly.
Shout out and Owain in there. Guys, what's up? Our guys down at PHNX.
We ain't scared of nobody. We're telling you this right now, Ramon. Bring your cleats. It's PHNX versus DNVR.
Owain. Look. Come on. Look at what you just put on that comment.
I would have loved Owain to say that when they get when the Riots become an MLS team.
Yo, let's go.
Let's see if they still think that after
the All City Cup, dude. We'll see. I would love to see that draw. I hope they get through.
The other side of the draw is it's actually gonna get reset.
So I haven't announced this yet on the pod. I've been teasing it forever. But we have some scarves. We have ordered DNVR Rapids scarves, and they are tight. But we also, because I am the All City merch manager and not just the DNVR merch manager, Phoenix Rising scarves will be dropping soon. They are so sick. They're the lightweight, nice. They bring the heat. They are dope. We will get out some stuff on social here soon, but they are sick. Shout out to Ramon and Owain. You guys rock. Thank you for jumping in the comments there. I think the big U.S. Open Cup news is by far the coolest thing that happened. A little club in their 4th competitive match ever. Literally ever. Northern Colorado Hailstorm FC goes into Rio Tinto and gets the win.
Real Salt Lake lost to a weather event.
I believe that is fake Salt Lake. Sorry,
I do love that.
said-
That was a
yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah.
Love that rap.
Look, that is so rad. Shout out Northern
4
Colorado
games
Hailstorm
in,
FC.
they've what? They've lost one and tied one in league play, but their 2 games beat Switchbacks, which
an
which
established
unofficially was
club.
dubbed the Centennial Cup or Centennial State Cup, whatever it was. And then, because I don't know if they'll play each other that much, but there's got to be a trophy on the line for that because that was a sweet game.
Yeah.
And then last night against RSL, they were under the cosh for what? I don't know, man. They had 40% possession. And, like, the fact that they were just so confident that RSL did not have enough playmakers. I mean, I watched Pablo's post-game after it, and he was just like, yeah, no, we didn't have enough options tonight to create chances and score. And it's like, you guys had 2 shots on goal.
You guys
2
need-
shots for
Yeah.
RSL.
Look, you can say anything you want about a tournament
You don't
lineup
deserve
or
to go
whatever,
through.
but like,
You don't deserve
look,
to go
you
through.
just lost to a team playing its 4th game ever. So suck on that, fake Salt Lake. Suck on that.
Well, okay.
Suck on that.
Also, like, just thinking about the other upsets. Union Omaha upset the Fire. Detroit City in a phenomenal
Shout out
atmosphere.
Detroit City. That was
phenomenal
awesome.
atmosphere beat Columbus.
They went
I
down
mean,
1-0
yeah,
on,
didn't
a,
even
on a
panic.
Zardes penalty. Zardes, so they were playing Zardes. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Columbus was trying to
Ooh.
win that game.
I've got a Detroit City story.
Okay,
So
hit it.
Let's go. Okay, let's.
So-
I want to hear this.
It was in between my sophomore and junior year of college. I interned with a team in the NPSL, the Milwaukee Torrent. Shout out, you Torrent. Come on, you tease. Good stuff. But they were playing in the same league as Detroit City and at the time. And a home game in Milwaukee, the fans, the Northern Guard, made the trek no problem. Like,
Right.
packed the stands. I was like, wait, what? This is what lower league soccer in this country can be? And it was incredible. And unfortunately, I was very stupid. And I was like, I don't know. I used one of their photographers' photos, and I didn't credit him.
Oh.
And the whole Northern Guard came after me. So, Dion from the Northern Guard, I know you were an old photographer for them. You did excellent work. I apologize for that. And the whole Northern Guard came after me. I'm like, oh, my God, what did I do? And I'm like, oh, my God, of course, never again.
No.
I was a dingus. And so, yes. And I don't know, man. Then from there, the Northern Guard became
Right.
the best supporters group in the country, I'd say. Up there with C38, I've tied with them, of course. And
Oh, wow.
I don't know, man. The rest is history. And what you saw Tuesday night at Keyworth, that was something special. I
Dude,
gotta say.
Detroit, shout out Detroit. I want to see them make another. I want to see them win another one.
And real
Giant
quick here
players.
from Logan, his comment. It was 420 with a beer sponsor on the kit. Wasn't the goal scored in the 69th minute? I'm sorry, but the Hailstorm might have the best wins in
Logan.
Colorado soccer history.
Yo, that is
not,
up there.
Not even Colorado soccer history, Colorado sports history.
Yo, sports history, period.
Okay,
Period.
like all-time upsets, absolutely up there.
Love it. That might be the greatest
That-
comment in DNVR Rapids
I'm saving
podcast
that and
history.
I'm framing that for my
That is
wall.
amazing. Logan,
I am
shout
Shouts,
out, dude.
but like shouts back to NOCO because
Sure.
the way that they've built this team, it's just really strong. Eamon Zayed,
Dude, it's great. I
yeah.
love them.
And
hey, if anyone
they've got a
from
bunch
there-
of dudes who are experienced with cup competitions from across the world, whether it's in England or Ireland,
Sure.
Scotland, like they weren't even fazed by that last night. So mad props, NOCO.
2 things for you guys. One, let's get one of you guys on the pod for real if you're listening. 2, you only sell kits up to XL on your website, and your boy needs a 2X with the Voodoo Ranger on it. So let's talk. Let's get me one of those. I'll obviously pay full price. I'm not asking for a free one. I just want one.
Right?
I just want one. They're the coolest kits, period. I want it. So
And-
let's talk. Anyone with connections up there, DMs are open. Come through. Shout out more USL, Ramon and Owen covering the Phoenix Rising for us down in PHNX.
Great.
Real quick,
Yes,
too.
great team down in
Also, I
Phoenix.
wanted to touch on this real quick before
Sure.
we dipped out. Me and Brandon, you saw my tweet earlier today where I was talking about all the great soccer that there's in Colorado.
Yes.
And I just want to give a shout out because Colorado, I'm surprised, is not the state of soccer. We have great teams from amateur to pros.
Yep.
We have great players coming through our systems. The USWNT has 4 starters.
Announced
And
today.
Yeah. With
They're going to
Lindsey-
be here in June.
yeah, exactly. It's going to be dope. They have Lindsey Huron, they have Mallory Pugh,
Yep.
Jaylene Howell, and Sophia Smith, all Colorado born and raised.
Let's go.
Yo, okay.
Pew,
Sophia
dude.
Smith
Shout out.
on fire with the Portland Thorns right now.
Exactly. Great
Like
players.
Jalen Howell, gonna probably be one of the rookies of the year in that league. Like Lindsey Horan is playing in France with OL with Olympique Lyon or OL.
Yeah.
Yep,
And then I don't know. Wait, who's? Why am I spacing?
Mallory
on the
Pugh.
fourth?
Mallory Pugh.
Mel, yeah, crushing it with the Red Stars.
She's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
She's
And it's
amazing. She's
just-
probably my favorite.
There's so much soccer. And I felt bad because I shouted out the Rapids, I shouted out the Hailstorm, the women, and the
Switchbacks.
Switchbacks.
Yep.
And then in my comments, they got flooded like, hey, we also got the Aztecs. Hey, we have Denver FC. Hey, we also have DU Soccer, who's out
yeah.
killing it.
Soccer, shout out Pios, dude.
Dude,
Let's
and then
go.
we also
Yo.
have CU and CSU
College
women
scene
that are
yo.
pretty good
The
here in
Division
Colorado.
2 scene even. I used to cover Fort Lewis down in
Fort
Durango.
Lewis, soccer champs,
Yeah.
dude. Shout out. Let's go.
And not even just that. You start looking at the academies. Rapids
Armas.
is great. Rapids U17. You look around Colorado. It's not hard to find good to elite soccer here in the state.
It's a good time to be a soccer fan in
And we
Colorado.
should
It
really
really is.
embrace that as a fan
So,
base. all around.
fun fact tied to the U.S. women and Coach Fraser himself. His daughter, Nikki, is on the U.S. women's U17 team, and they've got the she's a defender like Coach Fraser.
Shocker.
Like
And-
father, like son.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
daughter.
and- Shocker.
And they're, I believe they begin their U17 World Cup qualifying competition this week. So
There you go.
I just found that out too. I was like, whoa, that's
There you
crazy.
go.
So yeah, a ridiculous amount of talent in this state, and it's like, yeah, as me, sure, I covered soccer for the Post, but like, I don't know, I want to cover all of it. Like my favorite
Absolutely.
story that I've done is probably Azteca's run just to reach the first round of the Open Cup, and it was like, yeah,
Good for them.
yeah. So
here's Logan, too.
Shouts to the local soccer scene, college scene, youth scene.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out. Adrian Gill's a legit prospect, man. He's in
Oh
Barca.
yeah, he's with Barcelona.
Yeah, and he's a
gonna
Colorado
be
kid.
an impact. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if he makes the roster for the 2026 Cup. He's that level of prospect for sure.
And also, I found this out about a couple weeks ago. Tejan Buchanan actually came through the
Yeah, he was a Real Colorado.
Real Colorado guy.
There you
so,
go.
like, there's just so much talent.
Oh, yeah.
So many beautiful games.
Where
in
would you?
Colorado.
All right, where would you rank talent-wise Colorado?
I'd rank them
It's
top
up
3.
there. Probably Texas is number one.
I'd go Cali number 1. then
Cali
Texas.
or Texas.
California.
It's
Yeah.
close. It's close, man.
Yeah, it's very close.
Texas turns them out, but then it's probably Colorado right after those two.
Yeah.
I think you could argue either way on the first two, but no doubt Colorado's getting close into the conversation.
Absolutely.
And what a time it is to be a Colorado
We
fan.
top 3 and we ain't winning 2. That's for sure.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure. All right. That's going to do it this week for the DNVR Rapids podcast. Brendan,
Oh.
where can they find you?
At Brendan Ploen, and I'm going to make a prediction: Rapids win 3-1 this week.
3-1. All right. Well, if you're going to make a prediction, we make you flush them out. So give me 3 goal scorers.
Oh crap. Okay.
You have to.
I said Mac on a header.
You did.
Okay.
I feel. Let's see here. Rubio
Okay.
again. He's
Love it. That'll put him to a tie
And
for the boot. Just
let's
saying.
see here. Who am I thinking? A sub. I feel like Shinyashiki.
Andre, my guy. Yeah.
You first, Mitch. I'll let you go first.
2-0. 2-0. Keegan gets one.
Ooh.
No, I said Lewis gets one from Keegan. So Lewis gets one from Keegan. Max gets one as a sub. There you
Yeah.
go.
I'm going 4-0.
That's what David just said in the back, too.
4-0. Let's go. Me and Dev know what's going on.
Nikes.
4-0. Rubio gets 2.
Oh, a brace.
Mac gets 1.
So he's going to go into the lead for the Golden Boot.
Dude, I got it in my bones. You
Let's
don't
go.
know what my bones feel.
Your bones are unmatched.
So I got Rubio 2, Mac, and Keegan a goal.
All right. Well, there it is, guys.
A Jack Price. He gets back on the set piece assist train.
Perfect.
Dope.
Love that. All right, guys, make sure you subscribe to the DNVR Sports YouTube page. Make sure you get yourself a membership to the DNVR.com. Make sure you buy merch from the DNVR locker, much like this 2-time MVP Jokic shirt.
And it
Follow us along. Follow me at Mitch__Carroll. Changed it, hoping to get that check mark, baby. Otherwise, we will see you next week and up the pits.